What's up everybody, this is Gunter Silverlow. This is version 1.5 of the Ragnarok'44 Mission, Blood Red Snow. Alright, we're currently in the editor on Winter Stats Poland 1944. This is version 1.3 and 1.4 combined. Now let's take a look at what was previously done, and then we'll take a look at version 1.5. As you can see here, I added some trenches to the map, and these are mainly for the player to use for defending the village. And I got a tank trench, so we have squad trench, a tank trench, squad trench here, and we got a little trench system here with a bunker. Squad trench here, and last but not least a MG trench, which could also be used as a squad trench. What I also did add in the 1.3 update, 1.4 was a minor addition, it was just mainly a fix, but in the 1.3 I added snow and a breath frog, as you can see here on this soldier. It starts out at the base. Let's take a look at version 1.5 and I'll show you what was done. Alright, back in the editor, let's load up version 1.5. And in this version, I removed the snow script and the breath fog script. The breath fog script I plan to replace with something else, but the reason why I removed both of those scripts is after about an hour's worth of play, the GUI or the interface was lagging a lot to the point where it would take 5 seconds for something to appear or show up, and then some of the effects like explosions and whatnot were lagging and taking a lot of time, and then everything just became really slow. Eventually it would get to the point where your game would either freeze or crash or just lag to where it was unplayable, so I had to remove them. There was some other optimization things done in terms of code in one of the scripts which improved the mission a lot, so that really helped. So this update is partly a optimization, and the major aspect of it is placement. So as you can see, the German headquarters is moved up a little bit, and I figured that the static MGs, once they spawn, would be a little bit closer to the village. Now let's move up closer to the village. In the last update you've seen that I had an MG squad, MG trench. I swapped that out with a squad trench, and then I moved this trench up a little bit and moved this trench up a little bit. Now let's get in a little closer. What I did is I built a complete trench system, and this is mainly for the player. The AI is not going to get into it. It looks a little bit rough, I know, but it works. I spent almost 4 or 5 days working on this on and off, and spent most of my time on Sunday here just putting it together, tweaking things, and then testing it. But let's take a look at the front trench. And this basically is helping the player defend the village from incoming tanks and infantry. So you have a double trench here. It's pretty cool, actually. It's a lot of fun to run through these trenches as you're being shot at or infantry is around. But what I did do is I set it up so that the trenches have access to each yard based on, you know, either doors or other stuff. So you can see this is a door to the yard, and I made access for it. And I put access here. I have some various bunkers in the trenches, throughout the trenches, as you can see. I actually had a lot more than this. I had hedgehogs here and stuff too, but after some tests, it was preventing the tanks from coming through, so I got rid of them. And this corner was a bit tricky to do. I probably spent maybe an hour on this, just trying to test it and figure it out, and I just came back and forth and fixed things up. This runs all the way to the end, and I had this all the way to the end. It doesn't look like it's aligned, but it is. And I made it basically so you can access this gate and then just run into the trench. And then I figured this was a perfect setup behind some trees. The trees can act like obstacles, you know, for any incoming tank rounds or something like that, but either way. And then we have a lot of this stuff was tweaked a lot just for the sake of, you know, trying to work with the trees. And then of course the bends in the fences and buildings and such. And then we come here to a tank trench, which works for Panzer IVs and Panzers, the Panthers. I did have trenches that were running down to the end here, but I took them out for the sake of advancing AI to be able to get to the strategic points. Alright, so some other aspect of these trenches, as you can see, it's very, I'd say it's very versatile. You know, it allows you to get out there. I was pondering of putting something here, but trying to figure out the joint, you're already on the edge, so and we have a bunker in the corner here. And you can see where this goes. Exits out into there. Then we have a bunker over here. And then I finished it off with a double trench. And then it kind of curves here and it comes to the end, and the end here is open. And these two this trench here, I moved up a little bit up to the bush line, and then let's start on the middle trench section. This section, I left this open because you got a house here, so nobody's going to shoot through the house unless the tank's on the opposite end. And then I left access here so you can get through the door. Ran that all the way down. I left this open just for the sake of enemy AI to get through here, because when you have everything blocked off and the enemy can't get through, it's really not that fun. And then you have I got trenches here running across this house so you can get in from the rear. They got bunkers on the end. And then I have another opening so you can pretty much access the trench area through the yard. And then I left this open for pretty much the AI to get in through. And they will use this. The friendly AI trying to get to the strategic point over here, they will actually go through here, go through the fence. At first they wouldn't because I had a trench here, and as soon as I removed that, the guy came up and went through the fence, or through the gate rather. So we move up a little bit, and as you can see, you got a nice little corner here. This just goes down. And this, I kind of left this part open here because this is more aligned with the road, so if there's going to be infantry down the road, you could easily get in this bunker and shoot at them. And then just access for the gate. But this main opening is for the AI to get in and out. Mainly your friendly AI, but when you got enemy AI, you know, amongst the houses and stuff, it makes the battle interesting. But I might just fill this in with the remaining amount of trench and leave it at that, and just leave the rest of it open. This was done for the sake of the AI. Same for make it access the trench here. bunker on the end, and I left this open for the AI. Your own guys wouldn't come through here because I had a trench before, so I had to remove it. And I got, you know, more bunkers and trenches through here. You can see I left this open for the gate. Left this open for the gate. And then here, got a gate where you can run through to the other trench. And then just, you know, zig down the trench and basically go where you want to go. Alright, as you can see that the trenches, it took a lot of time to build this, and I spent a lot of time testing it to see how it works. There's some things I had to remove because the AI couldn't access the flags, so it is what it is. And that's basically the trench system. Some other things I did was I added some more wrecks. Just wrecks on the field. Only a couple. Then I changed the name of the strategic point to Ragnarok' South and Ragnarok' North, and they were northwest and southwest before. For the Soviet side, the Krasana West Village, I named this one Crossroads, and that's basically it. So that concludes our fantastic update for version 1.6 of Blood Red Snow. I just wanted to show you guys the trenches and see what you think of it, but this is the next update, and I want to thank you guys for watching and hope you guys have fun. This is a more optimized, better running mission, so check it out, and any questions, let me know. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I will catch you in the next video. Bye.